I like languages. Languages are fun, they're interesting, they have such variety. But the more I got into linguistic stuff and started translation, I realized that translation, the challenges were a little bit different. Linguistic problems, you get past them, and once you learn the language and figure out the writing system, it's pretty much done with. But translation problems, they happen every book and every verse all the way through till the very end. And so I saw the need. There was a big need, and there is a big need for translation consultants, and we don't have enough translation consultants now. If a team gets done with a book, and then gets done with another book, and then gets done with another book, and has almost the entire New Testament done before they get help from a consultant, it just multiplies the problem. The ideal situation is to have a consultant right there ready to go as soon as they're ready to go. And then the quality steadily improves. You can watch that happen. God seems to be opening other doors for me. Last year it was a door to South Asia, and I was able to check for 2 different languages there. When I went, I thought, what in the world can Papua New Guinea offer to somebody from South Asia? And I thought, God, you must have a sense of humor in this whole thing. But it was amazing to me. The one was a tribal language, and that fit in so well with Papua New Guinea things. We didn't have any problems at all like that. The other one was harder because the script was a non-Roman script, and it looked like a bunch of squiggles to me. And yet, because of the tools like Paratext, I was able to catch spelling errors even in their translation. And they were sort of like, how can you do that? It was amazing what God did and how he used somebody from Papua New Guinea, from a little tiny language group, to help a very large language group of over 20 million. In order to be a consultant, you really need to have 2 sides of training. One is training in a specific language, or having learned how to learn a language, how to work in a language. Plus, you need the academic training in biblical studies. And that's probably the more time-consuming of the 2. But most of them recommend at least 2 years of language work in a specific language, trying to do what you're going to help other people do. That's minimal. If you're already a translator, I want to speak specifically to you. You have gained more experience than you ever realize. Don't take your translation experience and leave the translation world. We need you. There's not enough translation consultants out there, and I see languages and projects just waiting year after year. When will a consultant be free to help us? If you're still in school and you hear about consulting and you think it'd be a fun thing to do, my advice to you would be, don't go straight through school and get your PhD. Don't do that. Go to the real world. Go become a translator. Translate for a while. Raise up the questions you really need answered. Remember that you have seen God at work. Yet you believe in a God who does miracles, and you believe in a God who can touch the lives of people who used to worship trees, and that they no longer worship trees because they've seen the God of light and a God that really changes their life. Go out into the real world and see God at work.